What a game Atletico Madrid at Barcelona was. 4 goals in the first 20 minutes, 4 goals in the last 20 minutes, and many missed chances in between. Barcelona had no business in coming back down 2-0 that early, but one player had changed the game for them once again. Pedri was absolutely incredible today, controlling the tempo, providing the attacking runs, winning the ball, and playing line-splitting passes. In this video, we will analyse what he did to create problems for Atletico all night and help Barcelona control the game. As many of us know, the first couple of minutes were chaotic for Barcelona. Pedri understood this, so we can see he uses some la pausa to control the tempo and give Barca possession again. In this case, we can see as he gets the ball, he can quickly play Frenkie, who is in a lot of space, but notice how he moves slowly. He's looking for a clear, dangerous pass and using all his space, but clearly, there is nothing on. However, by doing this, he holds onto the ball and doesn't move it, essentially pausing the game for a couple of seconds. Then, notice the weight of pass to Frenkie. He plays it very slow, which also slows the game down. This method of moving slower and assessing all options with the space given can help establish control for the team. Here again we can see Pedri is right next to Martinez asking for the ball. Usually he doesn't invade his teammate's space, and in this case would back up, but he understands he needs to get on the ball to calm the game down. Then, again he looks for a dangerous ball. The reason he looks for this dangerous ball is that he knows when he's moving slowly, sometimes defences can fall asleep, and he can suddenly speed up the play with a killer pass. But it's not on, so he doesn't force it. He can play his left back quickly, who is open but doesn't. One thing he does when trying to slow the game down is play passes where it's least likely to be pressed. If he plays his left back here, Atletico can use the sideline to press and win the ball. But if Pedri plays the ball in the middle to Cubarsí, Barcelona can now keep possession with more comfort. Now, Atletico has scored again, but Pedri has managed to get Barcelona more control over the match. He moves up in between the lines as Atletico's defending deep. The key thing he did in this match was making runs in behind, which were very effective. Here we can see he is in between the lines, and Ferran Torres checks in. When a striker checks in, either the centre-back leaves him and he can receive, or, like here, if the centre-back follows, there is space in behind for a run from a midfielder. Pedri makes a brilliant run in between this space, but it's cut out well by Atletico. In this play, Pedri makes another type of run. As wingers drift in field, the defence usually will move up a bit to close the space, and will pay more attention to the opposite side of the field, where the winger may likely pass. This opens up a chance for a diagonal run across the run of the ball, which can catch the defence off guard as they are anticipating a pass switching the field. Pedri manages to receive the ball after this run and almost scores a brilliant goal. Usually when the ball is with the opposite winger and there isn't a clear space for you to check, Pedri stays in his half space. This goal is exactly the reason why. As Lamine gets the ball and plays it through, De Paul has to worry about Ferran as he's closer to the ball and the most dangerous threat at that moment. Now, Pedri is unmarked because De Paul forgets about Pedri, and Pedri's able to go into the box with a perfect finish. This finish was crucial as it gave Barcelona the hope they needed to get back into the match. Like his goal, here Pedri once again makes a run in behind into the box, but just misses. As he gets the ball, he plays it to Ferran, but then charges forward, showing intent to reach the goal again. Making runs deep from midfield is very effective because typically midfielders will not follow runs all the way closely and pass it on to their centre-backs, but the centre-backs don't always see the run to pick it up. In this case, the centre-backs are focused on Rafinha, and the midfielder realises a second late that Pedri is making the run, which allows him to be wide open in front of the goal, but he just misses. In this play, I just wanted to show something Pedri does very well. As this ball comes to him, notice how he shapes his body to be in between the ball and the pressing player. After that, he starts dribbling backward away from the player in zigzag patterns. This is because if he moves straight, then the defender can run and get the ball more easily. But zigzags create more space for Pedri. And by going backward as shown here, sometimes the defender will stop pressing if he feels he is being drawn out of position, and this allows Pedri at the end to be able to turn forward and avoid a backward pass. Around the 60-minute mark was when Pedri really started to show his magic. His composure near and around the penalty area, along with his passing, was sublime. In this play we can see that as he gets the ball and cuts in, he knows there isn't much space to play a pass or have a shot, so he instead does a brilliant skill to change direction. Then, once he gets it back from his teammate, he's attracting the midfielder's attention, and this allows his left back to slip in behind in a dangerous area. Similarly on this play, Pedri receives the ball and immediately looks forward. Even though he is closed down quickly, he still looks for the dangerous pass. This is what separates Pedri from others, as most would have seen the pressure and bounced it back, but he's willing to hold onto the ball that second longer if it means a good chance can be created, as is the case on this play. Defensively too, Pedri was class, winning the ball the most times out of anyone on the pitch. His high press was crucial in Barcelona winning the ball back so quickly. Like on this play, Pedri chases down a pass and applies very hard pressure, which allows him to win the ball in a great position. He almost plays a fantastic cross with the outside of his boot, but he just doesn't connect. That was the moral of the story for Barcelona, especially in the second half. They just couldn't execute on the final finish. After the third goal, he began controlling the game again and slowing it down. We can see on this play as Rafinha plays him the ball, he can play it back to him, or take his space like he usually does to look for dangerous passes. But he knows Barcelona are winning after the chaotic start, and it's best to slow the game down to prevent any chaos from breaking out. This is why he turns and plays it back to Frenkie. On the next play, we can see he once again drops deep into Martinez's space to get onto the ball. He has space to drive and attack, but going in that space has a high chance of losing the ball as there are 4 Atletico players there. So instead, he spins backward and keeps the ball again. Barcelona seemed to be in control with him on the pitch, but the match changed once he got substituted. They lost the calmness and the control that Pedri gave, and this was the main reason why Atletico was able to come back. That's it for the video. It is clear to see how important Pedri was for Barcelona in this match, in every way possible on the pitch. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe and leave any players you want analysed in the comments section. A video later this week on a Champions League matchup will be coming out, so be on the lookout.